Welcome to Sailing Adventures with Island Girl. Today we're going to discuss buying a boat. Whether it be your first boat, your 20th boat, your 40th boat, just a boat. Primarily a sailboat. So there's many factors when it comes to buying a sailboat. And there's many different types of sailboats. You have the ones that are pretty much assembly line, mass-produced boats like Morgans, Hunters, Catalinas, all the common names that a lot of people know. Then you have the boats that are more like Swans, Gizzards, Bayfields, the ones that have a little more not assembly line types. And an easy way to tell sometimes is what is surrounding the windows, whether they're metal surrounds like those, or whether they are surrounded like plastic. Right there, see, metal goes around the windows. That one has plastic. Also, if it has a windlass, the windlass is right here, and that is what pulls up the anchor. So it's pretty nice if you have a giant anchor like this, not to haul it up by hand, but instead use a windlass. Other factors that you might want to factor in is whether it has, what kind of beam it has, which is the width of the sailboat. Some are more beamy than others. And it depends on what you're using your sailboat for, whether you're just a cruiser, whether you're a racer, what type of events are you going to use your boat in. Also, another factor is the configuration of the boat or the type of boat, whether it's a cutter rig, whether it's a schooner, a sloop. There's many different types of boats out there. Also, another factor is how tall the mast is, okay? My mast happens to be 58 feet, which is difficult to get under a lot of the bridges if you want to cut through Lake Okeechobee coming from the Gulf to the Atlantic side. So you have to take into consideration any bridges that are in your area, whether you can go down the bridge, under the bridges, or how it's going to work in your area. Also, the depth of a boat. It's called the draft. And you want to know if you're in like shallow waters around your area. My particular draft on my boat, I have a Cal 35, but my draft is only 5.5 feet. Whereas some of the Beneteaus on our dock and the Jeanneaus, those are like 6.5, 7 feet. Just kind of depends. So when selecting a boat, you want to kind of make it easy for you. You know, if you're out there single-handed or riding solo, sailing solo. Another item to think about is on this particular boat, all of the lines come back to the cockpit. That makes it easy to handle on your own. So instead of running up to, you know, yank the halyard and bring up the main, everything comes back right here to the cockpit. All the lines, everything. So you can single hand your boat a lot easier. So again, boats are all kinds of prices, all different types and styles. So maybe the way I found most of my boats is I walk the docks. You walk the docks, you see if they have any for sale signs. Like back here, there's a for sale sign on that boat, but unfortunately it sold in 4 days. It was a very nice boat too. But what you want to look for is for sale signs, word of mouth. That's the best, you know, because then they can tell you what was wrong with the boat, why the owner is selling it. And you can get all kinds of deals too. You can check in with the dock master, see if they know of anything that's coming up for sale, anyone behind in their slip rent or their slip fees. Because sometimes, yeah, people just can't afford to keep their boats, or they're going through a divorce or all kinds of things. But I have bought boats before for like $1,000, $2,000 when they're worth like $20,000. So it's just kind of time and place. But if you're looking for your first boat, your 10th boat, your 20th boat, yeah, they run the gamut. You don't have to pay a lot for your first boat to get a really good boat. Anyhow, still walking the docks, seeing what's out there, getting ideas for upgrades on my boat too is the best way. Anyhow, sailing adventures with Island Girl. Happy sailing.